Hi, I'm Lashana Guy, and this is Good News Only, the show where we celebrate the stories that uplift and inspire and bring us all together every weekday morning at 10:30 a.m. We are recapping the good news only, the feel-good headlines, the community and local wins that bring a little more light to your day. And I want to hear from you too. So if something good is happening in your world, a community success, a personal victory, or just something that made you smile, please email me at news25@week.com and be sure to put Hey Shauna, that's SHAUNA, in the subject line so I know it's for me. I would love to share your good news right here on the show. So today, actually, this month is Mental Health Month, Mental Health Awareness Month, and I thought that was perfect, a perfect time to share with you. I think my journey with Good News Only and what I hope that it will do for you, what it does for you, which is what it's done for me. Um, in light of Mental Health Awareness Month, I want you to know that when I started here and started Good News Only, I struggled with my own mental health. Depression was real for me. And coming here to Peoria did not help a whole lot. It didn't help. And so I hope that Good News Only will do for you what it's done for me, and that is allow me to see outside of myself and outside of where I physically am in space and time, and mentally and emotionally, and what's going on in the world, to be able to see all of the possibilities and all of the inspiration that lives around us. So I will bring you as much local good news as you give me and as I can find, but I'm also going to give you a look at what is happening around us because sometimes it takes us getting outside of ourselves to be able to recognize all of the good news and all of the good things that are happening all around us, to be inspired to get up and get out of bed some days. Sometimes those stories may come from somewhere else. Sometimes the stories that tell us about who we are, who we can be, how we can think outside of the box, come outside of where we currently physically are located. So I hope that you take all of these stories, whether they are local stories or they are stories that happen in a whole other country, and you are able to take them personally enough to use them to improve your own lives and your own communities. That is the overall point for me of Good News Only. And that's how Good News Only has inspired me to keep going and has encouraged me through feelings of depression. And just in life, life changes a lot. And sometimes we don't always like those changes. And so we can get a little down. And so I think it's good for us to look around us and see what is good. What is good? Because sometimes it's hard to find. And so I go look for those stories. And in looking for those stories, it's helped me to look at life differently. And so I hope you find something inspiring each day in the show that'll help carry you just a little bit further. We'll have more Good News Only after the break. Welcome back to more Good News Only. So, listen, speaking of feeling inspired and lifting moods, I wanted to tell you yet again. I'm going to tell you every day because somebody needs to hear this. 25 News wants to hear from talented singers across Central Illinois. So, if you're a person with a hidden talent that is just pushing the limits to get out, get out. Let's do it. So, as part of We the People celebration, 25 News is launching the Star Spangled Sing Off. So, one winner will receive an all expense paid trip to Nashville to record a performance airing nationwide on Gray stations. I think this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for those of you who might be a little more shy or unsure of yourself. Get out and do something different. It could absolutely change your life, even if you don't win. Just taking that step could absolutely change your life. You might find yourself on a whole new path. You should do it if it's something that you feel strongly about. I think you should do it. Contestants must submit a solo a cappella version of the national anthem, and the you also must be 18 years of age or older to participate and live in Central Illinois. So that's something to keep in mind. Video submissions are due by Sunday, May 31st at 25newsnow.com/contestants with an S. So be sure to submit. Take a chance. Take a risk. Again, even if nothing comes of it, you took the first step and did something about maybe a secret passion of yours. And you'll feel good about taking that risk. Viewers will be able to vote for their favorite performances beginning in June. So be sure to do that if that's something you are interested in. If you feel the call in your spirit, do it. I also wanted to tell you about an Indigenous event that took place in Peoria. Community members gathered in honor of lives lost and raise awareness about a deeply important issue. So, a prayer vigil at Laura Bradley Park recognized missing and murdered Indigenous men, women, and children. Red dresses lined the park pathways as symbols representing those missing from Indigenous communities. Volunteers placed candles near the never extinct sculpture during the ceremony, and organizers say Indigenous people are often underprotected and overlooked in missing persons cases. Educational materials from the National Indigenous Women's Resource Center were distributed during the event, and attendees gathered in solidarity and remembrance while advocating for greater awareness and justice. That's amazing. When you see it lined out like that with all of those dresses that really symbolize bodies, like it really makes it human, doesn't it? Like for me, it really, like those are people, individuals who had whole lives, who had people who loved them, who love people, and people who still care about them and what happened to them. So let's keep them in mind in our thoughts and in our hearts. During this time, and I hope they find it's always good news when they find out what happened, even if they don't find the outcome that they went in search of. It's always good news just to have answers, questions answered, because again, these are actual human beings who had hopeful lives. Thoughts are with them. So, switching gears just a little bit. Northmore Primary is having a lemonade fundraiser, and it is all about the generosity for these little students at here in Peoria, and they are helping children who are battling cancer one cup lemonade at a time. Third graders at Northmore Primary are once again hosting a lemonade stand fundraiser for Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. The annual tradition began in 2014 and teaches students about empathy, giving back, and community service. Teachers say students spend weeks preparing signs, promotions, and organizing the event. I think that is a really good lesson for children to learn all about business and advertising and giving back. This year's fundraiser includes a drive-through lemonade stand option, which I think is really cool for them. Last year, students raised $1,000, double their original goal. Alex's May Lemonade Stand Foundation has funded more than 1,500 children cancer research storage projects nationwide. It's a big accomplishment for such little kids. The fundraiser runs Thursday, that started yesterday, from 9:30 a.m. to 2:15 p.m. with lemonade priced at 25 cents. So that's really cool. Congratulations to them. What do you want? Oh, sorry, I'm never uninterrupted here. Never. No, it was not. What were you doing over here? Never uninterrupted. So listen, our next story is also, well, no, wait, congratulations to all those kids and all the good that they are doing today. That's really, really, really cool. So if you have a chance, stop by today and take part in that. I think they would love, kids are always so excited to see when grown-ups show up to their stuff, when they see a result to their hard work. I think it's awesome feeling for them to have. So if you can, stop by and support. Now listen, I'm going to do my best to remember. I'm going to do everything I can to remember, and I would suggest you should too. So Peoria is also preserving today's history for generations still to come. I thought this was a cool story. City leaders sealed a new time capsule Tuesday morning at Peoria City Hall. The capsule was placed inside the cornerstone during renovation work. Items inside include newspapers, photographs, letters from Mayor Rita Ali, coins, and community keepsakes. The new capsule replaced one originally buried in 1897 and recently uncovered during renovations. Isn't that cool? Like to be doing renovations, you don't even know something's there, and boom, little slice of history. Mayor Ali says she hopes future residents understand the values and culture shaping Peoria today. Artifacts from the original 1897 capsule are on display on the second floor of City Hall through May 29th. The newly sealed capsule is scheduled to be opened in the year 2126. I wonder what life will be like in 2126. I mean, I can't imagine. I wonder if we'll be flying around on hoverboards or something in the air just to get to work every day. It'll probably be even more like the Jetsons. Interesting, interesting. And this next story is not local, okay? But it is one that I think is worth talking about, considering we have people all over the world who deal with this particular issue. This story is about an incredible display of perseverance and recovery awareness. Brenton Sconce completed Spokane's 7.5 mile Blooms Day race by bear crawling the entire course. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine bear crawling? What are we doing? The effort took nearly 24 hours and raised awareness for addiction recovery. Sconce founded the Bear Recovery Foundation after benefiting from a recovery scholarship himself. He says that the challenge tested him physically and mentally, but quitting was never an option. And volunteers, his family members, and strangers supported him throughout the race. And one supporter in recovery themselves even swept the road ahead of him to help him continue safely. Scott says that the message behind the challenge is simple, and that is we recover. There is always hope. Always hope. Congratulations to Mr. Scott. And this next story I want to tell you about is really sweet. So there was a grandmother who went to prom with her grandson. Would I do something like this? I wonder. Wisconsin high school student Avant Williams took his grandmother, Salva Heller, to prom after promising her 4 years that he would do so. Heller grew up in Iceland, where traditional American-style proms are not a part of their culture. Williams says he has planned this moment since he was a child, and he's after hearing his grandmother talk about her dream of going to the prom. The pair attended prom together at La Crosse Central High School alongside Williams' best friend. So sweet. Heller says the experience was emotional and unforgettable. Williams says making his grandmother's dream come true meant more than the dance itself. And Heller even joked afterwards that it may have been the most expensive date she's ever had. I'm telling you, prom is not cheap. Not at all. Congratulations to them. She looks great. Doesn't she look amazing? To be called somebody's grandma. Now, I know you can be a grandma at any age almost, but she looks beautiful. The definition in her shoulders, that décolletage, would die for her. She looks beautiful. So, congratulations to her. We'll have more good news only after the break.
Do you remember Deborah H? Do you remember the news anchor? Her name is Deborah. For what channel? This channel. Where's the Deborah? Her last name starts with an H. Like a main anchor, there was no Deborah that I know of. Or that I can remember. So all our anchors are pretty much set with Mac, Mike, Lee, Gina, Laura, Denise. Denise Jackson? Denise, no, Denise Heilman. Denise Heilman has something like that. I went to high school with Denise. We graduated together. In Beacon? Mm-hmm. Denise Heidemann. Yes, I knew. She was around here. Yeah, because I was going to like some of the past. And we used to have the web Maddie Heidemann. And then Sandy Gallant. She came later. Where's she now? She left and she got her meteorology degree, and then she's a
Oh, so I tell you, I had chocolate on my finger, so I couldn't touch it. This
Oh,
was like, I can't.
oh. I don't know what you're saying. I was like, what?
I was like,
I thought something was wrong with the video. Oh.
Didn't Mike Dimick also did sports for a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did sports.
You said Mark Strauss also did that too.
Mark did weekends, yeah.
Did you work with Jim Martin?
All the time on Saturday. We used to do Saturday morning show together. Live shots every Saturday.
Yeah, where's he?
I don't know. His sister used to run and own that bar off the pole.
Welcome back to Good News Only. So, look, it is Mother's Day on Sunday, I believe. And I was talking to Angelus here. If you know her, she is one of our reporters. Very talented lady. I love her. So, she and I were talking about Mother's Day and what our plans were for the weekend. And I told her, she's like, well, what are you and your daughter going to do for Mother's Day? And I said, something I always say, I find myself saying this every single year. I always forget about myself on Mother's Day. Like, I always forget. I mean, I know I'm a mother, but I always forget about being a mother because I'm always, thank God, I'm blessed that my mother is still with us. So I always think about what I need to do for my mom for Mother's Day. And I always forget, like, oh, wait, I'm a mom too. So I have no plans. And I kind of don't ever want anything for Mother's Day. Like, I never really think about it. And this survey was so relatable. I wanted to tell you all about it in case some of you felt the same way. I thought it was interesting that a new survey is revealing what moms really want most. The survey from It's a Family Thing found many mothers prefer rest and help with chores over traditional gifts. You see what I'm saying? I don't need another thing. I just leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Let me rest. Let me sleep. Give me some peace and quiet. Let me watch my programs, my TV programs. For as a gift for the holiday, researchers say millennial moms, I'm one of them, report the highest levels of burnout and resentment among age groups surveyed. The findings suggest practical support may matter more than flowers or jewelry this year. Absolutely. Mother's Day will be celebrated May 10th, so consider asking for these gifts if you are a mom, or giving your mom a gift like rest and relaxation. And I'll take a card too, just so I can put it in my little memory box. But definitely a little bit of rest and relaxation. Experts say families can make a meaningful difference by helping with everyday responsibilities. And I agree. As a millennial mom, I agree. Now, I don't feel, well, I can't say I don't feel burnout. I don't feel resentment today. And definitely not toward my child. But life is hard as a mother. And I'm sure that it's no easier as a father. Having to be responsible for another human being, ooh, their life depends on you. Even when they grow up and get older, and you're like, Tay is off at school, I still am like, now the level of responsibility has, ascended. Like it's matured, it's grown. And so now I'm like having to figure out how to trust her with her own life. That's rough. But it's working out. So for Mother's Day, I hope you all get everything that you wish for. We'll have more good news only after the break. Welcome back to Good News Only. Well, that's a wrap for me today. Now I want to hear from you. Please go to news25 at week.com and let me know what you thought about today's show. Remember to put Hey Shauna, that's SHAUNA, in the subject line so I know it's for me. In the meantime, be sure to check out the midday newscast and meet me right back here today at 1 p.m. for more Good News Only. I'm LaShauna Guy for 25 News. Have a wonderful day.